Welcome, Gemini's Cosmic Insight Astrology. I am your co-pilot, Christina. We're going to talk about 2022 May, and that's going to be your horoscope over here for the whole entire month. If you would like to get a personal reading with me, please check out my website, which is www.urbanbeach.org. All right, let's start with your reading. Here is the astrological wheel for May 2022 for you. Mercury is going in your sign of Gemini, and it rules your sign on April 26th. It feels home. It feels very comfortable over here. What does it mean for you? It means like you're going to be really social, very talkative. You will have amazing conversation with others, and you will seek actually for conversations, and you will have a lot of brainstorming going on. But Mercury, as it is all the time, 3 times a year, it's going to go to retrograde May 10th. It's going to go to shadow retrograde 3 weeks prior, May 10th. So, but May 10th is going to retrograde. It's going to start 4 degrees Gemini, and slowly it's going to go and move back actually in Aries, not Aries, but Taurus over here. So when it's going to go back in retrograde in your first house, it will actually make you rethink the way you are having conversations or the way you are communicating with others. Maybe it's going to put some kind of emphasis on your work communication, because of this kind of Mercury over here in Taurus. Actually, it's trined with Pluto, and Pluto is in your 8th house. So something is going through transformation, which is your communication and whatever was hidden for you before. And Mercury in your 1st house representing, you know what, maybe I should set up a Zoom, or maybe I should set up and I should change something with my communication devices. But you're just going to rethink. Don't really purchase anything new over here. You can fix your computer, or you can recreate something. This is time for you right now to fix the communication devices, but not purchase anything new with Mercury retrograde. When it's going back to your 12th house is hidden. And 12th house is your secret enemies, 12th house is hospital, spirituality, anything Pisces related. And it could be like your communication going to be unclear, you're going to get misunderstood, or the way you express yourself, it's not going to be understandable for others. So here is 3 weeks when you don't initiate necessarily anything new, but you know what, if something is coming onto you, they're coming for you, then just act on it. And actually, if you would like to, you can, for example, 12th house also could represent like photography. It could represent some kind of art. So if you want to rewrite something or repaint something, or you know, to retake photos because you didn't like it before, go ahead, because that is time for that kind of actions, and take actions over there. Okay, let's see what else going on. On April 30th and some places, May 1st, there was a Taurus solar eclipse, partial solar eclipse in 10 degrees of Taurus, which is ruled by Venus. And Venus was actually exalted in the sign of Pisces, and it was in an exalted degree, 27 degree, when it's conjuncted with Jupiter the same day when the partial solar eclipse happened. And also on May 1st, Venus in Pisces going to actually sextile with Pluto retrograde, but just recently went to retrograde in your 8th house of transformation. And the planet of Pluto, anyway, it's represent transformation, rebirth. It's representing something ending, something come to a completion over here. So on a physical level, it could be something like, like I have to get healed and my colons have to get healed, or I need to get a colonoscopy, or, I need to get some kind of colon cleansing, implement some kind of healing technique like colon cleansing to get rid of the toxic waste in my body. So it would support me. Also, it is the loan or inheritance, and training with Venus over here, and Venus in your 10th house of career or reputation, training with it could be like maybe a job opportunity is coming back to me because Pluto is going to retrograde. So it could be a job opportunity coming back to me. And it could be a job with anything, like if you are a surgeon and first you applied, but you didn't get into a hospital. Or maybe if you are doing something with like even afterlife, like researching afterlife, or anything around funeral homes or bank or loans. Like, for example, you are a mortgage or refinance agent, then those kind of jobs could come back to you, and it's a really positive aspect over here. Then Venus is leaving that exalted place and going to move to areas in your 11th house. All right, it's gonna go on May 2nd, going to ingress areas, and it's gonna be exactly 0 degrees. And in astrology, a cardinal 0 degrees, it's a bird axis, so it's a karmic degree. And Venus doesn't do very well in areas, but because it's a karmic degree and because of that, it's going to be in your 11th house. You can make money and take actions to make money out from your career. So it could be very, very beneficial for you money-wise. Plus, don't forget, Jupiter, the planet of riches, expansion, is also going to move and ingress areas May 10th. It haven't been here for 12 years. So that is your time right now. If somebody has an Aries rising, or if you are Gemini rising, but if you have an Aries Jupiter, then it could be your Jupiter return. But it is going actually to your 11th house, because you are a Gemini rising, sun or moon. 11th house is your public image. It is your social circle, your friends. So what could happen over here? Your income from career. So it could be an investment house as well. It could be court houses, representing court houses. So Jupiter over here, some kind of court case could come to completion, and especially with Venus on May 3rd, they're going to actually conjunct. No, that's not that. That's Mars gonna be. So no, actually May 10th, it's coming Jupiter to your 11th house, which is your public image and reputation over here, nobility or awards. So you can get some kind of award, some kind of promotion could come to your way in areas, or your social circle actually could expand, and it's going to be pretty much very beautiful, because you will find your own tribe. And because Venus is also reside in your 11th house, it's going to be very loving social circle. It might going to be you're going to get invited to a lot of parties or a lot of social events, but those are high class. It's not only birthday parties or other parties represented by 5th house. It is like bigger social events for you here. All right, Neptune still going to be in your 10th house. So, and Mars is also still in Pisces in your 10th house. It representing something like, if I want to be famous in photography, in filmmaking, writing a script, publish a script over here, that is possible for you for a while. And because of the Jupiter-Neptune conjunction happened in your 10th house, so definitely it magnified that kind of career situation with the following, like even with taking photography classes or getting some kind of purposeful, what you always wanted to achieve, but some kind of artsy way. So, for example, this kind of, when April 12 Jupiter and Neptune conjuncted over here, it's not going to only be resonating with you for that day. It's gonna go till end of May. It's still going to conjunct those two planets, but in different signs. So anything could come forward to you like an actress jobs if you want to. So that is really beneficial. Mars here, it is like it's an initiate. Well, in Pisces, it's not initiating, but it could be like a spiritual warrior, and especially with Neptune here still. So it is like you're going to take a place in other people's life like a spiritual warrior. All right. Then let's see, what do we have here? So we have Saturn in your ninth house. Ninth house is publishing. Ninth house is long distance traveling, immigration. Ninth house is foreign countries. Ninth house is higher education. So Saturn over there, it's a delay. Anyway, it is when it's going to, here is North Node in your 12th house, where is everything behind the curtain. So North Node is here, and Saturn and North Node is squaring. It still makes a square, which is not a good planetary aspect. However, it can push you forward to your purpose, for your purpose. But I would say something is coming up, and 12th house also is overseas traveling, could be a vacation, and that square over here could be like, you know what, maybe I cannot purchase that home overseas, or maybe I cannot go right now for a vacation, because what else going on? Because I will need to actually reinvent my career, because remember, Venus was over here sextiling with Pluto end of the very beginning of the month, May 1st. So I need to reinvent my career. Something came back, an opportunity came back to me, so I need to concentrate on it. That's why. So Uranus in the 12th house, going to conjunct with Sun, May 4th. Uranus and Sun together could create a lot of tsunamis. It could create a lot of earthquakes in general, in a mundane perspective. But in 12th house, because 12 rules ocean, it could create a tsunami wherever you live at. And of course, not everybody lives by the ocean, but it could be something within your, like, for example, 12th house, also your anxiety, and it could get escalated, your anxiety with that kind of conjunction, or actually it could represent some kind of neurological issues, which you will need to go to the hospital or visit the ER or something like that. It could be that. Uranus also very innovative, but you know, like humanitarian and 12th house could represent, like representing Pisces. It could be like I'm going to get into a humanitarian project where actually I'm going to help on people who are victims of tsunamis or earthquakes. So that could happen also with you here, like you're going to actually take on to a humanitarian project. Okay, so what else can we talk about here? We can also talk about, for example, Eros, and which is Cupid, and Black Moon Lilith, which is a mathematical point, but actually both of them going to conjunct with Sun May 1st or April 30th, when the solar eclipse happened over there, the partial solar eclipse. And it's going to bring in a lot of erotic dreams, because 12th house is dreamland for you. So maybe you're going to have a lot of erotic dreams, actually. Or you go, yes, That's what I believe over here. And then let's see what else is happening. So yes, Venus and Jupiter going to conjunct on May 1st or April 30th over here in the 11th house. So definitely there is a lot of support from your tribe and from your friends for you. And let me see what else is happening. I know something else is happening. Yes, May 15, for example, Ceres is going to go to Cancer for you in your second house. Second house is actually your valuables. Ceres is connection, the asteroid Ceres with loss. So you might going to be scared to lose your financial stability or some kind of valuable over there. And then what you have here, May 20th, the sun gonna go to Gemini in your first house. So you're going to shine, you're going to be a center of attention, of course, and celebrated. And the first house, it is like everything is about me. I need to take advantage, let get spoiled and happy birthday. It's beautiful. It's your solar return. So enjoy and celebrate yourself. May 22nd, actually, when Mercury gonna go back to your 12th house over here in Taurus. So there could be some kind of, we were talking about that Taurus and Mercury. Taurus rules actually here your thyroid, Mercury retrograde back into the 12th house, that is like medical attention. So might going to need some medical attention with thyroid or the thyroid clouds, they call it when. So just be careful with Hashimoto, grave disease and those kind of situations. Be careful with your jaw. Then let me see what else is happening over here. So May 24th, actually Vesta is going to change sign, and Vesta gonna come to your 10th house here, which is really beautiful because Vesta is the eternal flame. And in your 10th house of career, that is definitely something auspicious going on with your career. So the promotion that you were waiting for. And you don't forget Jupiter still conjunct actually with Neptune. So that's the great conjunction still going on. And May 24th over here, Mars going to enter Aries for you. And which Mars loves to be in Aries, rules Aries, very an initiator, an advocate over there. It's an action-oriented over there. So in your 11th house, it will be like, okay, let's have parties. I want to really enjoy life. I want to actually make parties. So for example, maybe you will be the one who going to actually plan weddings or plan big parties for others, for big social events here. 11th house Mars, Aries, so careful not to offend a friend, for example, because it could happen as well. And actually Mars and Jupiter, and that's what I wanted to talk before, they're going to conjunct, and they're gonna conjunct on the 29th of May in Aries. And that is like expanding your social circle. So for example, recognition, fame could come to you very easily on those days and around those days actually. Or for example, Mars is metal, and it could be 11th house also an investment house over here. So it could be like Jupiter is like helping you to get some kind of financial stability, some kind of bigger amount of money, promotion, not just promotion, but a big payout for you those days, around those days could come. And then we also do have Venus going to go from Aries, gonna go actually to Taurus, and it's going to go on the 28th of May to Taurus. So it's going to come over here, where is the Mercury retrograde, and Venus loves to be in Taurus because rules Taurus. So it's still a lot of planet going on in your 12th house, and it still could be a little bit murky for you somehow. But Venus loves to be in Taurus even, and loves to be in the 12th house, because 12th house rules by Pisces. So again, it's going to get emphasized, the energy, the love going to get emphasized over here. For example, you could support big animals somehow, like marine biology, or donate something for marine biology. It could be that as well. All right, what else can we talk about here, guys? Yes, like Venus in Aries on the 24th actually is sextiling Saturn. So, but then it was in Aries over here and sextile with Saturn the 24th. So that's representing like the project, what you were waiting for, the delay in immigration services or traveling. It could move forward by end of May. Beginning of May, it was delayed, right? But because of 24th of May, it starts to actually sextile with Saturn. It says like, all right, like right now you get the opportunity to move forward. Or for example, they denied your immigration status at the beginning of May. But by the end, you just fix the paperwork and it's coming, because Mercury also goes to retrograde, which means you need to fix something in paperwork. And then when you fix it, then you are capable to go ahead. So that kind of situation going to be resolved with that over there. Yes, so the last thing what I wanted to say, no, actually two things I wanted to say. May 16th, and that is one of the major, I don't even know why I didn't talk about that first. There we're going to have a 12th house and 6th house here for you. We're going to have a Scorpio lunar eclipse, and it's going to be a total eclipse, right? And it's going to be in your 6th house. So 6th house is health, daily routines. So you're going to eclipse something out from the way you are related to your daily routines, the way you are working, actually. And also 6th house is health, and it's ruled by Virgo. So something in the stomach area could be difficulties or health decline over there. So you might want to check that out. But it could be also like, you know what, the regime in my health or the supplements that I'm taking, I need to get rid of it because it does not serve my purpose anymore. I just need to start something new. So that's what it is. But you know, South Node, because you see North Node is here. South Node, it's going to actually be conjuncting with this full moon total lunar eclipse. So it's like you got free steroid shot over there. So you really need to get rid of something that doesn't serve, because otherwise you are not capable to move forward. It could eclipse out a job. You could lose your job. You could get fired. And it also could be like, you know, like, all right, that's my health regime. I immediately have to stop because I was taking the wrong medicine, and immediately I have to stop because it doesn't serve me anymore. And the sun is going to be in your 12th house. So mentally, you're going to actually be really strong, and you will get some kind of therapy. And don't forget, 11th house still a lot of support from friends and tribes. So the 12th house matter also, like I can get rid of some kind of psychological blockage as well, because I'm changing this kind of situation. So for example, 12th house could be depression. It could be any psychological issues, schizophrenia, anything like major psychological issues. And for example, the medicine didn't work what you were taking for. It was an SSRI, but didn't work for you. So the doctor is adjusting your doses, adjusting the medicine, making you to take something else. And because of that, eclipsing out something from the past, you know, like that didn't serve, mentally you're going to get better. So that could mean as well. And then you know, 6th house is your head, it's your stomach. Scorpio rules the toxins, so careful, for example, with food poisoning, or careful with, it could create irritative, what is that, IBS, or it could be like I'm going to have a lot of diarrhea somehow, so food poisoning and diarrhea, so, you know, like getting rid of toxins here. All right, what else can I say? And then, you know, the full moon, when the sun and moon in opposition, tug of war between the moon and the sun all the time, then we're going to have actually a new moon, and it's going to happen in Gemini, because the sun going to go May 20, Gemini, and the moon going to be end of May 30th in Gemini as well. And it's create a new moon over here, and it's going to be in your 1st house. And it's going to make you to reinvent, because new moon is always restart something, it's renew something. So I'm going to make sure my health, my physical body, my ego is strong enough. I'm going to reinvent myself over here. And don't forget the medication working. You are capable to come out from that cocoon with this new moon, and you're capable to reinvent yourself. So that is your 2022 May 2022 horoscope, my dear Geminis. I hope you liked it, and I wish you luck, and I wish you strength to change what you need to change and get rid of what doesn't serve you anymore. And as I said, if you want to give me some love, please subscribe. I would be really honored if you would subscribe and like my videos. If you have any comment or questions, please comment below. I try to answer for you. And good luck, and see you next month.